In the dynamic landscape of Sri Lanka food manufacturing, she stands as a beacon of transformative leadership as a group managing director at CBL Group, a renowned food manufacturer recognized for producing Munchie biscuits and boasting a legacy as one of Sri Lanka's oldest biscuit makers. She exemplifies innovation and sustainability at the helm of an industry giant. Driven by a vision of greater overall sustainability, she spearheads CBL's ambitious efforts, steering the company towards global prominence while fostering robust, sustainable practices at its core. The fruits of this innovation have not gone unnoticed, as CBL has garnered numerous industry accolades for its unwavering commitment to quality, export standards, productivity, corporate social responsibility, and agricultural excellence. Well, and as you know, as a Muslim, I'm fasting, and all this talk about munchie is making it very difficult for me because the taste buds are already activated. So with that, that's the brand that has been created. And ladies and gentlemen, it would be my privilege and honor to call her upon stage for the keynote address, the second keynote address today. Topic, Vision to Reality, Miss Shea Wickramasinghe, Group Managing Director, CBL Group. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together.
Good evening, distinguished guests. It's a real privilege to be able to address you. I have some slides, so if they can put them up. Our business, actually, my topic was Vision to Reality. So our founder, who was my father, he had a small idea. In the late 60s, the CARE organization was providing, they were providing biscuits, they were providing a school bun and a glass of milk as a midday snack to many schools. And there's a lot of logistic problems in getting this involved. So he gave a proposal to CARE to actually manufacture a high-protein biscuit. And the birth of our organization is really that, with that CARE biscuit that we manufactured for many years. And when they stopped that, we became a commercial entity. He was an entrepreneur who honestly did not only look about building up an industry, but he was very passionate about Sri Lanka and taking Sri Lanka out of poverty, building a nation, and he dedicated most of his life for this. And honestly, I feel very privileged to continue this journey he started. This is a snapshot. Can we go back to the previous slide, please? I just want to give you a snapshot of who we are. We have about over 6,000 employees. We work with over 20,000 farmers. And we do numerous community projects because what we like to do is integrate whatever sustainability endeavors into our core business. A lot of people know us for Munchie, but while that is certainly our flagship brand, our business has grown way beyond that. Next slide, please. So these are our brands that we manufacture. Most of these brands command market leadership in Sri Lanka, and we are now, as Mr. Siriwardena said, we know Sri Lankan companies need to look global. A lot of our brands are going global. Next slide, please. A snapshot of the kind of different factories we operate. So what I would like to say is our purpose really is to create enriching moments of happiness for people by being a caring global entity with a true Sri Lankan identity, to do things purposefully to create impact and sustainability. And for me, the joy I get in doing what I do is the ability to make a difference in what I matter. It's not only, yes, we have to drive an organization, we have to inspire people to do that job, but along the way, I think we get to make a real impact. And I'd like to share some of those things with you. So for example, we are one of the largest growers of soya and corn. And we have eliminated the use of chemical fertilizer completely in all our soya production. It took a lot of work. We worked with the agriculture department, but we were able to do something really impactful. We also, we launched manufacture of cakes in 2004, and at that time I went around, we had to find so many suppliers to give us, we use about 100,000 eggs a day. So we had to build this supply chain, and I was really appalled at the way these hatcheries are kept. The hens are in these small little, pretty much holes, and it really touched me. And I'm so proud. We're not at 100%, but now 70% of our eggs that we use in our manufacture is cage-free. And to me, these things really make, you talk about a vision to reality. It really touches me, because while we are doing, growing our businesses, I feel we have this opportunity to educate people. And it's only when we started working with the farmers, I realized the big impact an organization like us that we can do. So more recently, Sri Lanka, I don't know if you are aware, but Sri Lanka is the 4th largest producer of coconuts, this tiny island. And we felt there was an opportunity to add more value. So today, 7 years later, we are the largest coconut milk exporter out of Sri Lanka. And with that, what our endeavors are, we have one of the lowest productivity, and our coconuts are probably the most expensive when you take the global market. So we are doing a lot of work trying to see how we can make this industry, which is so important. As you know, we went through a financial crisis. Earning dollars becomes really important for this country, and we have a lot of opportunity to do this. But we are also, we need to transform. We need to become efficient. We need to embrace technology, and that's what I feel companies like ours do on the ground level. More recently, I just want to give you a flavor for the business and what a small vision can do. So I think a lot of you might be knowing we are partners in Spar supermarkets, but the vision there also is very different. We had this vision to tie up with independent retailers to give them an opportunity to compete with the big brands. 80% of Sri Lanka's retail trade is owned by what we call mom and pop shops. They're owned by individual entrepreneurs. And while modern trade, the big supermarket chains are converting, these shops find it hard to survive. So the concept of Spar, which you will see as we develop, is really to bring independent retailers under one banner. So it's not our business, but we are a collective business of small business. And right along in a lot of what we do, even in our agriculture, we work with outgrows, so promoting entrepreneurship at village level. And tomorrow, Spar actually, on Friday, Spar will open their first independent retailer who will join the franchise. And I think that's a very, very exciting journey. So I was given 5 minutes, so I'm not going to talk much more. I put this up because I felt as women, sometimes we have it quite difficult. We are not only women, we are Asian women, and we always have to find a balance. And I found this quote, which I thought was quite apt, actually. The challenge of leadership is, can you keep it back, please? The challenge of leadership is to be strong, but not rude. To be kind, but not weak. To be honest, but not a bully. to be thoughtful but not lazy, to be humble but not timid, to be proud but not arrogant, to have humor but without folly. So, thank you, ladies and gentlemen.